Forward. Perfect. Okay, so this is kind of our kickoff to the Team Cup. I know this is your first Team Cup, and I think for everybody else on the team, other than Stephanie Owen, you guys are all like new to the Team Cup, and we just wanted to take some time to give you some tools to get you going this week and to kind of set your fears aside. And because I think sometimes people hear like, it's a contest and I don't want to let my team down, and they kind of forget why we're doing the Team Cup. So let me share my screen. And if you have questions as we're going, since it's just you and me, just feel free to ask away. I will definitely leave time at the end too, so we can talk more as well.
Great.
All right. So, okay. Can you see my screen where it says, what is Team Cup? All right.
I can see it.
Perfect. This is another trouble I always have, is getting my screen to share. So I'm doing awesome today. I can hear you and I can share the screen. So, okay. So what is Team Cup? Yes, it is a contest and you can win prizes, but it's really more about coming together with other coaches on your team and learning and growing with them. So I kind of like to call it like a mastermind session, because the way I run the business and how you run the business and how Liz and Jeremy are going to run the business, it's all going to be different. And that's kind of the beauty of the Beachbody business, is that there are no rules. You can run it however you want, so it's not, you have to do this, you have to do that. It's just, you just keep trying and trying and you find what works for you. And when you do the Team Cup together, it allows you and 4 other coaches to just kind of come together and bounce ideas off of each other and share what's working for you and what's not working, so that as a whole, we can just reach more people. And, we do have 2 separate teams going. We've got the newbies, which I think is a great name. And we have the Fit, Fab, and 5. And even though we're separate teams, we're really one big team. So there's 10 of us really essentially coming together to, just work and reach as many people as we can. So why do you participate in Team Cup? A lot of coaches that do this Team Cup for the month, yes, they are more likely to increase their sales and their volume because, they're pushing harder than maybe they would in other months. You're more likely to earn Success Club points, to enroll new coaches, and, even to rank advance, to Emerald or Ruby or Diamond. And that's kind of the corporate answer. But here's what I like to say. This is really why you participate. It's because coaches that do Team Cup, they grow their mindset and their belief in themselves that they can be successful in this business. I think a lot of times we get in our own way and we, discredit what we can do to help people. And coaches that are successful are the ones that they show up every single day. They do the 3 vital behaviors and they just keep trying and trying and trying. And no matter if they fail 1,000 times, they're going to find that one way that works really well for them and they're able to just reach people. So this morning I was listening to Michael Neiman, and he was in the Beachbody Champions Facebook page. And if you aren't in that group page, I would highly recommend getting added to it. A lot of times the top coaches are in there sharing their stories. Corporate is in there sharing tools and visions of the team. And it's just a great place, especially for Team Cup. There's going to just be a lot of information, and you'll be able to learn a lot of things from other coaches, because again, how I do it is different than how you do it. And, you may resonate with one of those other coaches. So if you're not in the Beachbody Champions page, make sure you get in there. And he was talking this morning about Team Cup, and he said that, people will come up with 1,000 reasons to not be accountable to themselves. But if there's a team counting on them, they will find a way to show up. All right. So there's power in numbers. And if you know that you have these 4 other people that are counting on you, you're going to be more likely to show up every day and to do those necessary activities, to move your business forward. So I think there's been like 11 team cups, and I've been on every single one of them since they first started. I was a coach for 2 months when I did my first one, and I didn't even have a choice. Like, Paul just threw me on his team. He said, "You will do this." I was like, oh my God, like I was so scared. But I don't even think I got Success Club that month. I think I got like 2 or 4 points. But what I learned from that experience is that, I could do this and I could be successful. And when I got those first 2 Success Club points, like, you would have thought I'd won the lottery. Like, I was just so excited and I felt good and I had that surge of confidence. And, as new coaches coming into this or being on the team for the first time, like, those little wins are just, they're vital and they mean a whole lot. And it just reinforces that, you can do this business. So, if you think about that, you have to show up, this contest is 30 days long and it only takes 21 days to build a habit. So if you figure by the end of August, you are already going to be in the habit of doing your 3 vital behaviors every day, inviting people, and it's just going to be so much easier moving forward because you'll have that confidence and that mindset. And so, does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So that's the real reason why we do this. It's not for the prizes or for the fame. It's just to build self-confidence, So, okay. So what's our game plan going to be? It's really simple. Like, we overcomplicate this business way more than we need to. And really, all you have to do every day to be successful in this business is to do your workout, drink your shake, read a book, and have conversations. Like, that's all this is. And I made a video the other day, talking about what I learned at Summit. And the top coaches, they're no different than we are. They don't have any more tools or any more resources, or they don't have a secret back office, that we don't have. It's just, they do these 4 things every single day and they just work harder at it, than we do. And that's why they are the top coaches. So I am I'm listening to 10X by Grant Cardone. And I've read this book before and it was a good book. But when I came home from Summit, I don't know, I just wanted to revisit it and I started listening to it. And I'm not a big audio person, but the way he narrates this book and this, how passionate he is, whole book, and he talks about, for every 1 person I talk to, Mary's going to talk to 10 people. Like, she's going to step up her game 10 times more than what I am. And that's what's going to make her 10 times more successful. So it's setting your goal and just going above and beyond, to really just crush them. So audio is great too, because, you can listen to it in the car. I listen to it when I'm getting ready in the morning, when I'm doing dishes. It's a little harder to sit down and, find that quiet time to read a book. So 10X by Grant Cardone. If you have Amazon account, you have an Audible account. And so you can go in there and purchase the books. And I don't know how much this one is, but it's like a fraction of what it would cost you to buy it, from the bookstore or whatever. So do your workouts, drink a shake, read or listen to your book, and have conversations. That's all you have to do this month. So I'm going to give you some tools. These are in the file section of the August Team Cup page. So these are the 4 things that if you use these this month and moving forward, you are going to be very successful and move your business forward. So the first one is called Win the Week. And this is going to be our tracker sheet. And I'm going to use it. And I know there's lots of other tracker sheets out there. There's the business activity tracker from the back office, but I really like this one, and I'm going to pull it up and we're going to kind of walk through it too. So whatever you're doing, you need a tracking system, whether it's this one or the business activity tracker. Pick one, get it downloaded. And that's what we're going to use for like our checks and balances, this week, to see what are we doing really well in, what areas are we not doing well in, and then we can tweak those moving forward. So the next tool I'm going to also share is called the posting guide for social media. To be successful in this business, you have to put yourself out there. So whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever your platform of choice is, you have to be sharing your life out loud. And it's not just about Beachbody. If I went to your page, like, what would I know about you? If I just see Beachbody, 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 I'm going to probably keep scrolling because there's 1,000 Beachbody coaches out there. So I want to know, like, what do you like to do? Do you have kids? Do you have animals? Do you have another job? Like, what do you like to do? So we want to make sure that have like a well-balanced social media presence, because we want people to continuously come in and be like, oh, what's trending up to today? Or, what kind of recipe is Mary going to post this week? So, and I'm going to kind of share a little template that you guys can use as a guide, because sometimes people just don't know. They just say, I don't know what to post, So this is a good way to just post a lot of different topics so people get to know you. The next thing that's going to be your next best friend for this month moving forward is the 21-Day Fix Nutrition Guide. This thing is money. It comes as a PDF that's in the file section. And this is the easiest way to start conversations about, nutrition. Nutrition is by far the hardest part about starting your health and fitness journey. So if you can show people this guide and you can put that mindset and that belief in them that, eating clean can be really simple, then they're going to be much more likely to want to commit to the whole process and start their journey. And then the fourth thing is what I call questions for potential challengers. And this is a file that I took right out of the Connecting and Following Up Facebook group that all of you guys should have gone through when you first signed on. If you haven't, we'll get you in there. But this is really the meat and potatoes of this business. You have to be able to talk to people and have conversations and then follow up with them. So if you give somebody the nutrition guide and just say, hey, reach out to me whenever you get through it, chances are they're going to open it up, they're going to forget about it, and they're not going to get back to you. So you need to have a way to make sure that like 2 days later, you're following up with them. And this question PDF that we have, this is the exact step-by-step process that Ken and I do with every single person we talk to. So it allows us to get a whole bunch of third-party tools in front of them. So by the time we ask them if they're ready to join the challenge group, they've seen the nutrition guide, they've seen the Shakeology video, they know what the challenge tracker app is, so they know exactly what they're getting into. So when we say it's $160, they think that, oh my gosh, what a great deal for everything that I'm going to be able to get. So this is a great, like I said, just conversational template of how we just move them step by step. So those are your 4 tools. Whoops, went too far here.
Vinny, quick question. So I think, of course, with they're going to relaunch kind of the Shift Shop group again, like August 14th. So I was going to kind of use that because I'm actually going to do it then. So I was going to really amp that up to help, get people signed up. But is it okay to, were you guys emailing out the Shift Shop nutrition before people were signing on, or is that kind of a no-no? Like, do you know what I mean? Is it like, do you just want to, I don't know how much you can share before they actually sign up.
No, now that when we were doing the test group, we could talk about the nutrition, but we couldn't share anything. But now that it's been launched and it's public notice, you can go actually into on-demand Shift Shop and hit on program materials. The PDF is right there.
Right.
And yes, it's an excellent tool. If they think that that's what they want to do, then definitely share that one with them, because that meal plan is different than the 21-day fix. So, and you don't want them to be surprised going into the nutrition.
Like, whoa. Okay. I just want to make sure that was like, okay to share that, share that.
Absolutely. For sure. All right. So moving on, I'm going to make the screen bigger so we can see. This is the win the week tracker sheet that I was talking about earlier. I can't remember if this came from Summit or if Paul pulled it from someplace else, but he put this in the Goal Crusher page. And I just love this as, like I said, a check and balance to see, you know, what have you been doing all week long? So it says, you know, did you eat 21 healthy meals? Did you get your workouts in? Did you do your Shakeology? Because you have to be proof that these products work, you know, because if you're not doing them and you don't have a transformation story to share with people, they're never going to believe in you as a coach, and they're never going to believe in Beachbody and their programs. So you have to be always making sure that you are walking the walk and talking the talk. So I know it says 5 workouts. If your program is 6 or 7, then you need to have 6 or 7 boxes checked. Then it talks about 7 lifestyle posts. And this again is when I was saying, like, these posts need to be non-Beachbody related. So anything that has nothing to do with Beachbody, your kids, your dogs, your vacation, anything just so people get to know you better. All right. And then you also do want to sprinkle in, obviously, your workouts. And maybe you don't come right out and say, I'm doing shift shop, but maybe you take a sweaty selfie and just say, you know, you tell a story about it or whatever, you know. And then we have our 10 minutes of PD. And then on the top here where it says third-party tools, I actually switched that out. I believe originally it said 21-day or 21 challenge group invites. But for this first week, I just want people to really focus on getting tools and videos out to people to start talking about the products, because nobody's going to accept your invite if they don't know what the heck it is that they're getting into. So third-party tools are things like your 21-day fix nutrition guide. It's video clips of maybe Shift Shop or 21-day fix. It's the Shakeology video. It's just anything where you're not talking. Okay, so it's somebody else explaining what the tools are. All right, so for this week, I just want people to just get those sorts of tools in front of people. And I'm going to talk about a really easy way to do that with the nutrition guide. And then we have 3 coaching posts, 3 recognition, Success Club points, things like that. Coaching posts doesn't necessarily mean you have to come right out and say, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach, join my team. Maybe it's more subtle, like, you know, how has Beachbody changed your life? What are you able to do now because you are a Beachbody coach? Maybe, you know, you made an extra $50 last week and that put money in the car. So just things to share more about the community and what Beachbody is. All right. So we're going to use this and then print it off out of the file section. And then Saturday or Sunday, I'll have everybody either like take a picture of it and we'll post it, and we'll just kind of talk through it, and we'll see, you know, what boxes weren't being checked. And then that way we can just make a plan and move forward with it. So, all righty, let me go to my smaller screen here again. Okay, so here is the, I found this, I think Raina Odell actually posted this at one point, but this is just, like I said, you got to be a presence on social media, but it can't just all be about health and fitness. So if you look at these, she has things like, what are you doing right now? Share a recipe, you know, talk about the coaching opportunity. So if you kind of just use this as a template throughout the week, that's, you know, 5 different posts a day, 5 completely different topics, and people are going to get to know you better. So I know sometimes even I have like writer's block. I'm like, God, like, I don't know what to post, and I don't want to just throw something up there to take up space. So even I will pull this out and be like, oh, well, you know, what am I doing right now? And, you know, I'll talk about that. So, okay, moving along. Okay, so how are we going to get these conversations started this week? If you guys go to our page, The Healthy Pharmacist, and you scroll down to July 27th, and you find this picture of me holding food, like this is a random shot that Ken took the other day. I was heading out to work, and he wrote this just a cute little story about, nutrition is 80% of your results. If you want abs, it's made in the kitchen, and you guys can go and you can read the whole little blurb. But at the end, his call to action was, if you want a free PDF of our food Bible, and you can call it whatever you want, comment results below and I will send you a copy. So the food Bible is the 21-day fix nutrition guide. So we had a ton of people, that commented. So we started private conversations with all of those people. We sent them the guide and we have them in our follow-up system to check in 2 days. So Ken has 114 people that he has to check in with Monday. Yeah, because they all wanted this food guide.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's such an easy way to get the conversation going. So you guys can go to our page. You can copy and paste our story word for word if you want, or make it your own. Just use your own picture with you and food or the containers or something. Send out that PDF to the people that want it. And then in 2 days, pull out the questions PDF file and just start following through those lists of topics that we have, and get those people interested in, the 21-day fix or the shift shop or whatever it is that they're leaning towards. And you'll see how we go from food to a workout program to Shakeology. So you'll see that whole progression. Okay. All righty. Okay, so what do you guys need to do this week to get going? First of all, we're going to log our daily activities every day. All right, so you're going to print out the win the week sheet and start it today or start it tomorrow, because Team Cup, it starts Tuesday, but it really starts now with your daily actions. Okay, so I would encourage everybody just to print it out, and tomorrow's Monday, just start with Monday and get going on those. Download 10X to Audible or purchase it, go to the library, however you got to get your hands on it, because it is such a powerful book, and it's like the perfect book for this kind of push, with our business. The next thing I'm going to encourage you guys to do is to create your own healthy post, similar to the one, that we put on our page, so that you can get the nutrition guide out and get people, starting to have those conversations. Make sure that you join the Beachbody Champions Facebook page, because there is a lot of amazing content in there. It's kind of like the Goal Crusher page, but on steroids, because you've got the entire, coach network coming together and collectively putting information in there. So and then the last thing, there's 10 of us in this group. So make sure that you're friends with everybody on Facebook, because that way, when they're posting things on social media, Stephanie is great about talking about food and kids, because she's got the 2 twin boys and then a baby. So she posts a lot of great kid-related stuff. So, and Galara does the same thing too. Like, everybody's got their own different little knack and way of posting. So if you're friends with everybody, not only can you communicate with each other, but you can also see what they're posting and kind of, share ideas and stuff from each other. So, and everybody's super nice. I love this group we've got right now. It's just, everyone's just going to gel and connect, and I'm super excited about it. So, all right, so let's get to the good stuff. So how do you earn points for your prizes? And the rules just changed for this one. And I need to, from everything I could find, it's just basic points right now. So it's, you get your 2 successful points for getting your Shakeology Home Direct. And also if somebody purchases a challenge pack. I know in the past we got additional points if somebody on the team rank advanced, or if somebody signed up as a coach, but I can't find anything about that. So we're just going to go with this for now. If I find that the point system has changed, I'll update that. But basically what we do is it's just a normal month. You just get your points. And then at the end of the month, you just collect all the points from your individual team. So Mary would be whatever you and me and the 2 Stephanies and Galara make collectively. And then the newbies, all their points would be added up. This is cool because now, since they've changed the rules, you can earn individual prizes or you can earn team prizes. Before it was just, you know, you had to hit a certain amount of points, and if you didn't get anything. So if you, on your own, hit Success Club, you get this awesome little, I think it's the Daily Sunshine blanket. If together everybody on the team hits Success Club 5, so it's only 3 people that you have to help, then you get your choice of either this cool sweatshirt that looks kind of more girly, or the hoodie. So, and then there's more prizes after that you can win bicycles, and it just kind of escalates. And then the overall winners, you know, get to go to corporate, and they get their name engraved on the cup, and you get to go to Summit, and it's really cool. So, but these are the little prizes, kind of like, I don't know, the tier 1 prizes that we're all going to be shooting for. So I really want this sweatshirt. So no pressure, everybody, but
it's
we
cute.
can all hit the flag, right? It's so cute. And like, how fun would it be? Like if we were able to all get Success Club, we could take a cute picture with us all in them and make a little collage, and it'd be a great post to share, you know, down the road about this team community and things like that. So, and then just to up the ante too, I always like to do little like in-house contests. So I have dubbed this one the I Made a Difference Today contest. So every time your new customer purchases something that is not Shakeology or a challenge pack. So say they buy the Shakeology taste sampler, any of the performance line, portion fix, fixate, the 3-day refresh, you're going to earn 1 raffle ticket. If you sell, or if your customer purchases, I hate the word sell, if they go with the challenge pack or Shakeology, then you're going to get 2 raffle tickets for it. Okay. So I have a sheet in the file section that says, you know, I made a difference. So every time you have an item that's been purchased, go in there and update that file. Just put your name. So you can put like Mary, and, you know, I sold a all access challenge pack, and that's all you have to do. You don't even have to date it or whatever. And we'll just have a running tally. And then this will go till the very last day of August. And then on September 1st, I'll tally it all up, and then we'll do a raffle drawing. So obviously, the more raffle tickets you have, the better your chance. But then the winner will be able to go into the Team Beachbody shop and pick out an apparel item of their choice. So whether it's a jacket or sweatpants or a hoodie, or they got some really cool stuff in there now that they just brought back from Summit. So there's a lot of fun items in there. So it's just going to be the honor system. I'm not going to go through my back office and check what everybody, you know, is selling, because, you know, we're adults. And so, okay, so you can earn the Beachbody prizes, and then you can earn that I Made a Difference Today prize. All righty, 2 more and then we're done. Okay, so take home message. So again, like I said, Team Cup starts today with your action. So, you know, start thinking about that healthy post you're going to make, or how you're going to get those third-party tools out there, and just, you know, don't wait. There's no perfect time to make the perfect post. Don't overthink things. Just get out there and start helping people. Okay. So the contest itself starts on Tuesday, but we're going to start today by just laying that foundation and starting the week off strong. So have fun with this. Please don't get wrapped up in, this is a contest, and what if I don't hit my Success Club points? And because when you start thinking like that, you're just going to sabotage your actions, and you're going to be doing this for the wrong reason, you know, and people know when you're just hitting them up for a sale. So we're in the business of changing lives. You know, we are giving people tools to live healthy lives and to have lifelong habits. This isn't a quick fix. This isn't a powder you drink. This is legit hard work. Like, you have to change from the inside out. So don't complicate the process. Remember, all you have to do every single day is be proof that the product works. So do your workouts, drink your shake, read your book, and share your life, okay? And your conversations aren't all Beachbody related. Just legit make relationships with people. All right. So again, people are not points. We have all these amazing tools to help them, but we really have to spend time forming those relationships and getting to know what does this person need. Because just because somebody says, I want to do the shift shop, doesn't necessarily mean that's the best program for them. So we really just have to, spend the time and the energy to make these lasting relationships. And the last thing that I always like to tell new coaches is, when you get somebody that's, you spend all this time with them and they're ready to buy, but then for whatever reason, they change their mind. You have to remember that you're going to get a lot of no's in this business, and you have to meet people where they are. So, maybe there is a money issue, maybe a death happened. Like, there's going to be reasons why people won't be able to commit right away, but you need to continue to love on them and build that relationship. So you meet them where they are in order to get them where they need to be. And so I shared a story the other day that we'd sent a lady an all access challenge pack link back in May. And I think there was a death in the family. And, we just continued for all these weeks and months to check in on her, to share meal plans with her, to give her all these tools. And then the other day, just out of the blue, she purchased the challenge pack because she was ready, because we'd spent all that time building the relationship with her. And when they're ready, they will know that, Mary is the person, to go to, because she has spent all this time and energy and she has my best interest at heart. So remember, just meet them where they are to take them where they need to be. It's not a quick sale. It may take days, weeks, or months, but okay, last thing, in the file section, here's the 5 things that you're going to find that you need for this month. I keep saying this week, but really it's this month and moving forward. So it's the PDF of the nutrition guide. It's the win the week tracker sheet. The little question PDF that I made of the conversation that Ken and I always have, how to post on social media, and then the I made a difference this week tracker sheet. So every time you have a purchase, make sure you're writing your name down and what they bought so that you can earn tickets for your Beachbody apparel. All righty.
Nice.
Oh, we had somebody else jump on. Oh, is this Stephanie? I think this might be Stephanie Owen. Stephanie?
Yeah, I've been on, sorry.
Oh, sorry, I was sharing the screen, so the only person I could see was Mary. So, how's it going, Stephanie? Yeah, did you have a good day? Yeah. Awesome. So Mary Stephanie is, this is Stephanie Owen, because we got 2 Stephanies.
2 Stephanies, that's right.
Stephanie's been with me for like 3 or 4 years. She was one of my very first coaches. She's also a diamond coach, and she's a Team Cup veteran. So we're extra lucky to have her on the team with us, because she's giving a whole lot of extra goodness to
Hello.
and her knowledge. Oh, and we got Morgan. So did you have any questions so far, Mary, or anything? Is it all kind of, I didn't want to overwhelm you guys, but there was a lot of stuff I wanted to get out there, to you initially to set you up for success right from the beginning.
No, it was very good. Yeah, well laid out and everything, and yeah, it was all made sense. So
cool. Steph, did you have any questions? Or I know you're a veteran, you know all this stuff.
I wish I were a veteran.
You
no,
are.
I don't have any questions. I just thought to be on my A game this month.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
but I got things in place. So
that's awesome.
I don't know if you guys can hear me because I have the air on. But I had to cut out for a quick second because I had another phone call. But did you guys talk about free groups and giveaways or anything like that specific besides your post about your food Bible?
No, we did not go into anything that in depth. I kind of just wanted, because everybody is like on this team except for you and me, Stephanie, they are brand new to like Team Cup. They've never done this before. So I didn't want to overwhelm them with a whole lot of things, but yes, if you guys, I know some of you already have free groups going, and whatever you can do to, add value and bring people to your page or your social media platform, like I said, there's no rules. So by all means, if you want to do a free group, go for it. I know sometimes just that post that Ken and I did, that was kind of like instant people just like saying yes, so we didn't have to spend 5 days kind of putting information and stuff out there. But yes, free groups by all means, if you guys want to get together and run one, or if you have anything that you want to do on your own, certainly free groups definitely bring in people, especially if you do like little giveaways. So again, there's no right or wrong way to do this business. I just, like I said, Ken and I, we've been doing free groups forever and a day. And when he did that post the other day and we had all those people, it was like, woo, like, we have so many people right there that this month we probably don't need to do a free group because we're going to have all those people to follow up with. And that's really the purpose of doing a free group, is just, to get those people so that you can start having those conversations. So it doesn't really matter what your free group is about. You just are building your conversation base essentially. So good point, Stephanie. So yes, if you guys want to do free groups, go for it. I just know Ken and I probably won't be doing one this particular month. So, but quick way to get lots of people to your page and into your follow-up system. So anything else you want to add, Stephanie? And maybe we'll talk about that next week too. We'll kind of see how this little nutrition post, share the food Bible thing goes. And if people don't have much luck with it, then maybe we'll say, hey, let's throw a free group together or something. But,
are we having weekly Zoom calls, or just everything's on the team page?
Would you guys like to have?
Or the group page?
I hadn't talked about it or thought about it, but it's probably not a bad idea. Maybe we could take turns running them or something. I know I work next weekend, so and we've got people on the East Coast. So are you off next weekend, Steph?
Yeah, I'm off next weekend.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
maybe we could do like a power hour, like baseball or something like that.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Why don't you and I kind of collaborate more about that afterwards or sometime this week? But yeah, a live power hour. I think you and Galara were trying to set one up too earlier in the week. So
yeah, we kind of did a mock one.
Perfect. So maybe you guys can be in charge of running that. But that's great. We'll talk about that more, and then we'll set up something so that maybe we should do weekly check-ins or whatever. So, all right. Anything else, Mary? You got any questions or?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think that it sounds good.
All right. Well, we'll just use the Aug Team Cup Facebook page. That's kind of our hub of activity. Like I said, I know there's 2 separate teams, but really it's all 10 of us coming together to work together and just learn from each other to make a difference. So don't get wrapped up in points, just have fun and learn from each other. And, this is going to be really fun. Okay. Morgan's yelling, we need more milk. So, all right. Well, then everybody have a good night. I will get this formatted on YouTube, and then I'll stick it up in the page for everybody else to listen to.
Perfect.
Right.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Bye, Steph.